Hey guys, it's Mac and I'm back with another video. Sorry I'm looking pretty rich right now. DIY is literally the best beauty DIY I think anybody has ever came up with. If you would like to know how to make your own Nutella EOS, just look at it, it's so beautiful, and keep watching this video. We'll be putting substitutes for any of the ingredients in case you don't have them down in the description box. I'll also be putting all of the directions down in the description box as well, just in case you missed a step or don't really know what order they go in. Really a lot of videos on YouTube on how to make a Nutella lip balm, so that's why I thought I would make it for my first DIY. If you have any questions at all about this, then just comment down below and I'll be sure to answer them. So without further ado, let's just get started. So the first thing you will need is a microwavable container, a small knife, coconut oil, an EOS lip balm container, preferably with lip balm still inside of it. Obviously some delicious Nutella, and something to measure 1 tablespoon. I'll try to do this as slow as possible. So the first thing you will need to get is your EOS lip balm and your small knife. Next you will want to take your EOS and then unscrew the lid. Then you'll want to take your small knife and cut off the top of the EOS. Try to do this as careful as possible so then you don't ruin the EOS and get it everywhere. Try to clean out the container as much as possible and get in between the little cages. This step could be pretty tricky, but if you have a pretty pointy knife like I do, it shouldn't be a problem. Put the remainder of the EOS into your small container because we'll be needing it later. This part might be a little tricky, but you're going to take your knife and then there should be like a little line that's like a circle that outlines like the little cage of the EOS. I don't really know if you can see it, but my knife is on that line. And you're basically just going to take your knife and you're going to put it inside of that little circle, and you are just going to be pushing up so then hopefully you can get the cage out. You'll know when you can get the cage out because you should just hear a clicking or popping noise. You might have to do this on both sides because I clicked one side and then it popped and then I had to do it to the other side as well. And when you're done, it should look like this and you should just have the cage. This next step is very important, but it is to take your knife and just basically clean out the rest of the cage to make sure that the remainder of the EOS is back into your little container. This next step is also very important, but it is to take the top lid of your EOS and the cage that you just cleaned out, and you're basically going to take it and you're going to screw it back onto the top of the EOS like so, and it basically should just look like this. Next, I just made sure that I had at least a tablespoon of the remaining EOS. Next, I'm going to be taking at least 2.5 tablespoons of the coconut oil. You can put more if you want to, just kind of depending on how moisturizing you want your lip balm to be. This for me was the messy part, but you're going to take your Nutella and you are going to get at least 1 tablespoon of Nutella, but I found that 1 tablespoon for me was enough, so you might want to do 1.5 tablespoons of Nutella and place it in the container as well. The next step is to place your container into the microwave, and just to melt everything, I put it in there for about 25 to 30 seconds just because the EOS takes a little bit longer to melt. This next step can be a little bit tricky as well, but you're just going to be taking the top EOS part with the cage in it, and then you're going to be basically pouring your liquid substance into that, and just make sure that the substance covers the top part of the cage, so then when it dries it has something to hold on to. This is just about what it should look like. Next, you're just going to basically just carefully carry over your EOS and place it into the freezer or refrigerator for about 10 to 15 or 20 minutes or so, just depending on when it dries and when it gets harder. When it completely dries, it should look like this. And then what you need to do next is just take the bottom part of the EOS and just snap it back onto the top part. Make sure you line up the little like thumb placement thing like I did there, and just basically snap it back on, and there you go. You have your Nutella EOS. This also goes onto your lips clear, so you won't have brown lips. So overall, this is the best DIY ever, don't you think? But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. It was so much fun to make. I love doing DIYs, and I'm probably going to be doing a lot more, so comment down below like more DIYs you would want me to do, or anything you want me to recreate from maybe like Pinterest or anything. Or thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!